Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for standing by and welcome to the Shopping Friends webinar, Leverage Personal Relationships and Increase Gift and Holiday Sales, presented by Neoris and Shopping Friends. During the presentation, all participants will be on listen-only mode. However, you may submit questions to the speaker at any time today by typing them through the chat feature located to the left of your screen. Questions will be addressed as time allows. As a reminder, today's call is being recorded. Today's speakers are David Bullock from Neoris and David Osmond from Shopping Friends. I would now like to turn the call over to David Bullock. Please go ahead, David.
All right, thank you, Paula. And thanks to everybody for joining our webinar today. Today we will be introducing Shopping Friends. Shopping Friends is an innovative social shopping experience that combines wish lists, gift registry, and social media concept to create a totally new way for retailers to engage with their customers. Currently, Neoris and Shopping Friends are looking for retailers to participate in our pilot program. I'll be providing more details about this pilot program at the end of the webinar. All right, before we get going, let me first introduce Neoris and Shopping Friends. So Neoris is a global business and IT consulting firm headquartered in Miami with offices in over 20 countries. Omnichannel and e-commerce solutions are part of our core services. Shopping Friends is an innovative startup company and creator of the Shopping Friends solution. Together, Neoris and Shopping Friends have joined forces to bring this social media platform that's designed to create social interactions around consumer products. So let's first start off by taking a look at social shopping today. If you think about it, social shopping / word of mouth has really existed since the beginning of time. In fact, these three ladies really exhibit the core essence of what social shopping is. If you think about it, they're probably having a conversation that's going something like this. Have you seen those new shoes in store X? I really like the way the dresses at store Y fit. There are some great sales at store Z. These types of interactions are what drive customer curiosity and ultimately what drive customers to a retailer's brand or to a retailer's online channel or into their stores. Retailers today are trying to capitalize on these social shoppers. And if we define what a social shopper is in today's context, in the online world, it's really the consumer that uses social networks and apps and smartphones as a regular part of their shopping lifestyle. Retailers are trying to create this e-commerce social shopping experience by leveraging some of the technology that exists in the market today, platforms like Facebook and Twitter and Pinterest. The problem is these social media platforms are not truly designed or focused on the customer experience from a retailer perspective. Gary Vaynerchuk makes this point on several cases. Gary Vaynerchuk is widely considered a social media master and marketing expert. In this quote, Gary says, the problem is we are all using social networks as a distribution instead of native platforms to actually tell stories. Gary also makes the point in his latest book, Jab, Jab, Right Hook, where his main theme is, while content is king, context is God. The point being, while there's a lot of power in social media platforms like Facebook and Twitter, there is a contextual gap for retailers. In many cases, from a consumer perspective, when they're going through their news feed, they may tend to tune out advertisements that show up in their news feed. That same consumer, when they go to the retailer's website, because they know if they happen to hit the like button on that website, they may decide not to hit the like button because they also don't want to annoy their friends and family. This type of behavior is the exact opposite of what retailers are trying to trying to create in terms of driving those social interactions on social media platforms of today. All right, so now let's take a look at wish lists. Wish lists are the other key component that make up Shopping Friends. So wish lists also are, this is not a new concept. It's really existed since the beginning of e-commerce, and for that matter, it's existed since kids created wish lists for Christmas. But there are some fundamental issues with wish lists of today. Wish lists of today are primarily used typically by the wish list owner. It's pretty inconvenient and awkward to share wish lists with their friends and family. The only way to do it most times today is via email. These wish lists are also very linear and static in nature, meaning the wish lists are typically tied to a single retailer. So if a customer wants to have a wish list across multiple retailers, they will have multiple wish lists. So these traditional wish lists do not really facilitate purchases or influence other shoppers to buy the items that are on that individual's wish list. Gift registries solve some of the problems that exist in wish lists, at least from the extent that it is a registry, so the gift registrant can share their wish list with their friends and family. And then those gift shoppers are expected to kind of buy items for that individual on their wish list. And these gift registries are typically associated with major life events, right, like weddings or baby showers. But there's definitely a few shortcomings with gift registries as well. They're also linear in nature, like wish lists, meaning they're only tied to one retailer. Also, registries are typically only used for these major events, like weddings and baby showers. There's definitely other major events that exist where a gift registry could be useful, like Father's Day or Mother's Day or Valentine's Day or birthdays. All of these things are very critical. We've all struggled with trying to actually figure out what to buy for our friends and family because we don't know what their likes are. And then the last thing with these gift registries is that they expire. Once the event is over, that data is basically gone. All right, so now let's talk about Shopping Friends. We've kind of covered the state of social shopping, the state of wish lists, the state of gift registry today. So now let's talk about Shopping Friends. So Shopping Friends really combines the influence of social networks, the simplicity of wish lists, and the functionality of gift registries to create a unique context-driven shopping experience. And this really comes in the form of of three core components. One is this universal wish list, where the wish list is available across multiple retailers, and also that wish list is visible to that customer's or that member's friends and family. The other is the ability to suggest products to friends and family. When you combine these two things together, that really provides a platform for discovery shopping that's based on inspiration from friends and family. All right, so this concept of discovery shopping is pretty important. Because what discovery shopping, and we've all done it, is when you go to a website or you go to a mall and you're really just browsing. You don't necessarily know what you're looking for. You compare and contrast that with the scenario where you know exactly what you're looking for. You go to the store, you pick it up, and you leave. So discovery shopping is really almost a form of entertainment, right? And Shopping Friends is looking to drive that type of behavior from the customer. And Shopping Friends was designed with two key things in mind. One is to increase the stickiness of the retailer channel by driving up page views or driving up time spent in the store. Two, to increase conversion rates, right? Because of the social network and getting recommendations and suggestions from friends, the confidence level goes up, thus the conversion rate for that customer to actually make the purchase goes up as well. So now, if we kind of lay these side by side, the traditional social platforms versus the ShoppingFriends platforms, we can really start to see how these things line up, right? So in the traditional shopping platform, it's really not contextually well positioned for selling products or branding. You know, visitors are not going to Facebook or Twitter to browse for products, right? Visitors are going to those sites because they want to socialize with their friends. They want to share photos. They want to talk about the latest news events. So retailers are really trying to boat on their promotions, their advertising in the middle of that conversation. On the other hand, the ShoppingFriends platform is perfectly positioned for the shopping context. Retailers are actually going to the platform because they are either they're gift shopping for a friend or they're discovery shopping for themselves, so they're adding things to their wish list or looking what their friends have added to their wish list. So this burdensome about being concerned about being marketed to on the ShoppingFriends platform is not really there, because the consumer is naturally getting marketed to as their friends and family add items to their wish list. So it's really this organic nature to it. So when you take this ability to gift shop from a friend's wish list, view their sizing, view their shipping information, knowing where to buy the products, all of this really makes ShoppingFriends a desirable gift shopping destination. Now, if we look at traditional wish list versus ShoppingFriends wish list, some of the same story exists here, right? We've kind of covered this a little bit, where with the existing wish list, when a customer adds to that wish list, it's really only tracking for that store only, and it's really being created just for that one individual, as opposed to the ShoppingFriends wish list, where it's a universal wish list and it's meant to be shared across multiple stores. And these wish lists are also automatically shared with friends and family of members of the ShoppingFriends platform. And this creates that organic product and brand exposure for the retailer every time a product is wished for, and that ultimately results in the highly qualified traffic driven from the ShoppingFriends platform. So when you boil this up, ShoppingFriends is really increasing the product and brand exposure for retailers, and it's doing it in this real virally way. So you'll see things that show up on your news feed where a friend of yours suggests a product to you, or you'll see where a friend has added something to their wish list. And that naturally creates this natural interest where within your community you get people, when they see an item that's added, they say that, hey, I like that, I want that too. So they add it to their wish list. And then when that individual adds it to their wish list, somebody else within their community notices it, so they add it to their wish list. So you get this viral effect around your product and your brand. All right, so now let's take a quick look at the ShoppingFriends platform. I'm going to turn it over to David to run through the actual ShoppingFriends platform itself, and then run through some of the retailer integrations. David, you can take it over from here.
Thank you, David. So first we're going to watch a quick 2-minute video to introduce the ShoppingFriends platform. After that, we'll walk through how it interacts with a retailer's website. Just a note, there will be a slight pause at the end of the video to allow others to finish watching in case their internet connection may be slower than others. So if possible, please make sure you have speakers or headphones for the video portion and that your volume is turned up.
ShoppingFriends is a social wish list where you keep track of the things you want from any store on the internet. In addition to having your own universal wish list, by logging in with Facebook, you can also discover what products are on your friends' wish lists. If you see something you think one of your friends might like, you can even add it to their wish list by using the Suggest feature. But if you're wrong, it's easy enough for them to remove it. Gift shopping can be stressful and time-consuming. But with ShoppingFriends, it's the complete opposite. It's never been easier or more fun to gift shop for your friends. You can keep track of the items you plan to buy as gifts for your friends using the built-in gift shopping list. It's like having a gift registry for all your friends for any event and from any store. But Shopping Friends isn't only about gift shopping. It's also a great place to discover new products and brands. For one thing, you can always see what products your friends are adding to their wish lists or that they're talking about in the shopping feed. Another cool discovery feature is the Brands tab. There's never been a faster or easier way to quickly surf through hundreds of different stores. You can view a quick snapshot of the types of products each of them sells without having to visit each website individually. If you're looking for a specific product, you can use the search bar at the top of every page to search through over 10 million products from thousands of different retailers. So start discovering today by logging on to ShoppingFriends.com.
Okay, so now that we've had a brief look at the Shopping Friends platform, how does it actually interact with a retailer's website? There are basically two levels of possible integration. Retailer integration level 1 places the Shopping Friends social wish and suggest buttons on product pages. Now, we're all familiar with seeing Facebook's like button or other social buttons on retail channels, but what is the real motivation for someone to actually interact with those buttons? The difference between those traditional social network buttons and the Shopping Friends social wish and suggest buttons is that they actually offer real-world motivation for the shopper to interact with them. Let's take this product page, for example, that we're looking at. So we have the Satsuma DJ Teddy rechargeable USB speaker here. So let's say for whatever reason, this product has caught my eye and I'm interested in it. Now, if this retailer was not integrated with Shopping Friends, what are my options? I could either click Buy Now button to buy it immediately, or maybe I can add it to my wish list for this particular retailer and come back to it later. But remember, that's if I have a shopper account with this retailer, and if I even remember what website I found it at. But there's a good chance I'll completely forget about it. But in our example here, this retailer is integrated with Shopping Friends. So let's say I click on the Wish button and add it to my Shopping Friends Universal Wish List. When a shopper clicks the Wish button, two things happen. The product gets added to their Shopping Friends social wish list, but secondly, it also gets posted to the Shopping Friends platform where it's exposed to other shoppers who in turn can add the product to their wish list if they choose to do so, or even purchase it. So you get that social viral sharing potential for your products just because someone added it to their wish list. Retailer integration level 2 also uses the social wish and suggest buttons, but it includes an additional layer of social interaction on the retailer's website. On the home page, for example, the shopper might see products that their friends have added to their wish lists or that they've suggested to someone else or interacted with in some other way. The key takeaway here is that the retailer's homepage is now personally relevant to me as a shopper because I can see products that my friends are interacting with. The additional layer of the interaction for level 2 includes what we call the Shopping Friends social wish list bar. Starting at the left of the bar is a search box where you can search for a specific friends. To the right of that, you'll see a girl's face with the number 13 superimposed over her. Now that represents the shopper that's currently logged into Shopping Friends and viewing this retailer's website. To the right of her, we see the thumbnails of several others. These are a combination of her Shopping Friends and platform curators. Going back to that number that you have superimposed over someone, that represents the number of items on that person's wish list that this particular retailer carries. So let's say that I want to view my own Shopping Friends wish list for this retailer store. I just click on my picture, and now I'm viewing all the products on my wish list for this particular retailer. Now, I might have hundreds of other products on my Shopping Friends universal wish list, but when I'm on this retailer's website, I only see products from my wish list that this retailer carries. We've seen how to add a product to our Shopping Friends universal wish list and how to view our friends' wish lists. Now let's take a look at the other Shopping Friends social button, which is the Suggest button. This is another area that retailers would love to have more engagement with their shoppers, getting them to interact more with their products and encouraging them to share them with others. But like was mentioned earlier, retailers are currently going about this, the way they're going about this presents a problem of context and motivation. Shoppers aren't really motivated to share about a product if it means that they have to post it to someone's Facebook feed. People don't go to Facebook to shop. People go to Facebook just to catch up with what's going on with their friends. So the context is not ideal for product mentions there. So how else can you alert a friend about a product that you think would be perfect for them that you stumbled across while you're surfing the internet? Well, you could email them, but again, that sort of feels a little bit spammy, and it's kind of a hassle for both parties involved. And with all the email people get these days, it's just not a very good solution. But with the Shopping Friends Suggest button, you can just do that with a couple of clicks. And it's in the right context because you're adding it to your friend's wish list. So in this example, the retailer has added the Shopping Friends Wish and Suggest buttons below each product on the page. If I see a product that I think would be perfect for one of my friends, I just click on the Suggest button. And then a little box pops up. I start typing that friend's name. As I do so, a few friends' names start to show up there. And let's see. Once I see the friend that I'm trying to suggest this product for, and we'll say in this case it's Bonnie, I would just click on her name. After I do that, the product gets added to Bonnie's Shopping Friends wish list automatically. When she logs in to her Shopping Friends account next, she'll see that I suggested this product for her. Now at that time, she can decide whether to keep it on her wish list or remove it if it's not something she's really interested in or it's something that she already has. And depending on her Shopping Friends account settings, she may also receive an email alerting her that I suggested a product for her and where she can find it. And just like we saw with the Shopping Friends Wish button, when you suggest a product for a friend, that product also gets posted to the Shopping Friends platform, where again, it's exposed to additional potential shoppers. And we know that virtually all retailers offer an online wish list for their stores. The problem with the way these wish lists work is that they're exclusively used by the owner of the wish list and not the people that might be gift shopping for that person. So the goal of Shopping Friends is to really change the way we think about wish lists. The idea of one universal wish list that spans across many retailers and that's shared with your friends and family actually changes the way we gift shop. I mean, there have been attempts by other solutions to allow shoppers to share or search online for a friend's wish list, but it has not yet been done in a way that's simple, intuitive, and fun, really, until now. So as I hover my mouse over each of my friends down in the wish list bar, what happens is you'll notice that a little caption bubble will pop up above each of them, alerting me of the next gifting opportunity for that friend. So in this case, I'm hovering over Mike's picture, and it alerts me that his birthday is December 5th. So let's just assume that that date is quickly approaching, and I want to get something for Mike's birthday. So all I need to do is click on his picture to view his wish list for this store, this retailer that I'm on. Now I can see that there's 5 items on Mike's Shopping Friends wish list that this store carries. Down below, I can also see products that have been suggested for Mike by some of his other friends and other products that he might like based on the types of items on his Shopping Friends wish list. So let's just click on one of these items from Mike's wish list and buy it for him for his birthday. So I clicked on the product. Let's add the item to our shopping cart, or our bag here in this case. And I'm going to go ahead and proceed to checkout. Now, because it knows we added this product to our cart after viewing it on Mike's wish list, it's prompting us to confirm whether or not we're buying this as a gift for Mike. And because we are buying it as a birthday gift for Mike, I've checked the box. And what that does is, after I complete checkout, this item will be grayed out on Mike's wish list when others view his wish list, so they'll know not to buy the same gift for him. However, if Mike logs into his Shopping Friends account and looks at his wish list, the item will look the same. So it's not like we're going to let the cat out of the bag and tell him that someone has already purchased this as a gift for him. Another benefit is when we check this box that this is a gift for Mike, I'm also going to have the option to have it shipped directly to Mike's default shipping address as he has it on file with Shopping Friends. So I don't need to stop placing the order here and I need to email Mike to get his shipping address, or I need to call him to get his shipping address since there's not enough time and I want to ship it directly to him. I will have that option automatically built in since it's listed in Mike's Shopping Friends account. So just to quickly summarize some of this retailer integration that we've gone over, the way Shopping Friends interacts with a retailer's website is by providing the 2 social buttons, the Wish and Suggest button, which are very powerful because now every time a shopper adds a product to their wish list, it doesn't just stop there. It's actually that product is shared with friends and family of the person wishing for it, and it's done in a seamless, effortless, passive way. And who better could you target as a potential gift shopper than the friends and the family of the person adding a product to their wish list? Additionally, what better way to create a spontaneous urgency than by displaying the next upcoming gift-giving opportunity for that person, such as a birthday or a wedding. And with the Shopping Friends social wish list bar, your friends and family's wish lists are always just a single click away to find out what they want. So I think at this point now I'm going to hand it back over to David Bullock. We're going to move on to the mobile app and the in-store experience.
All right, thank you, David. All right, so kind of the last component here that make up the Shopping Friends solution is the mobile solution. And in this case, we really honed in on the in-store experience and really capitalize on being able to drive a contextualized shopping experience, delivering the who, what, why, when, and where in terms of the overall shopping experience. So if we look at the solution, at its core, first we have the location-based services that leverage beacons and other technology that really help with the where and the who. Then if you take in the gift reminders and other Shopping Friends functionality like the social wish list, that really hones in on the what to buy, who to buy it for, and the reasons for the purchase. Altogether, this really allows the retailer, or in that matter, Shopping Friends, to create a personalized in-store shopping experience, allowing to provide contextualized promotions and suggestions as the customer is actually in the store. And then lastly, the customer can also continue their discovery shopping effort by being able to use the barcode scanning capability in order to scan products and either add to their wish list or suggest to friends while they're actually in the store. So if we take a look at this all together, what this does for the customer and ultimately for the retailer is it tells the customer what they need to shop for and for who. It also creates that sense of urgency by reminding them of when a gift opportunity is approaching, and helps them with the why. right? So it helps them with, hey, mom's birthday is next week, so we need to hurry up and figure out what we're going to get for that birthday. So all of this together, you bring the Shopping Friends capability and mobility, in the nature of mobility, and we're able to create this optimal in-store personalized shopping experience. All right, so to illustrate that, we have a couple of use cases that we want to show you that really, this first one really just highlights kind of the overall experience in the store. All right, so we have one more use case here. This next one really hones in on the use of beacons and how the beacon technology can also help with providing that contextualized shopping experience. So here's another scenario here. All right, so now if you take a look at what we've gone through, Shopping Friends is really providing an innovative omni-channel social gifting and social shopping platform. With the online channel can also be visible via mobile and tablets, the mobile in-store experience, and the overall in-store. It creates this multi-channel engagement experience for the customer. And then one of the big outcomes, one of the big value propositions that comes from this interaction is really the big data that's behind the social shopping experience. With Shopping Friends, you'll be able to gain access to aggregate shopping data and behavior, and then be able to use that data in order to provide actionable analytics. So having this data will allow you to be able to leverage it to provide a personalized shopping experience. It would also allow you to be able to promote contextualized promotions and marketing materials that's designed specifically for that customer wants, or either that customer friends wants. And ultimately, this is creating brand new marketing opportunities for the retailer. All right, so finally here, let's quickly kind of sum this up. So if we look at this from the retailer perspective, there's probably key, what we call 4 magic bullets that come with Shopping Friends. First is what each shopper wants. Second is an understanding of who the members, friends, and family are for that shopper. Third is the knowledge and timing of personal gift-giving events in that member's life. So knowing when a person's birthday is coming up and naturally prompting that shopper to go out and purchase a gift and actually giving them ideas of what to purchase. And then lastly here is that real-time contextualized location-based shopping. So when you go past a particular store, if a product is on your wish list or if a product is on your friend's wish list and they happen to have a gift event opportunity coming up, then retailers are able to capitalize on that moment. And this is all done through the core features of ShoppingFriends. One being the universal omni-channel social wish list and registry, providing that social media platform that allows and facilitates the social interaction around the consumer products, being able to integrate those capabilities into the actual retailer site, and doing this in a multi-channel fashion, providing that multi-channel customer engagement approach. And then ultimately, this provides value on many fronts. It's naturally going to increase the brand awareness and exposure for retailers. It's going to generate highly qualified, highly motivated gift and social shoppers. And then lastly, providing that big data that will be available for the retailer to provide more contextualized shopping experience. The combination of all this knowledge and the way ShoppingFriends is leveraging it makes for a very powerful solution. All right, so that really concludes the formal webinar. In terms of next steps, like I mentioned before, we are looking to initiate our pilot program. And to give you a little bit of information about that pilot program, we're looking for 6 to 8 retailers to pilot the ShoppingFriends platform. This includes level 1 or level 2 integration, depends on what that retailer is interested in. As a part of the pilot program, the early adopters get discounts on the integration, the transactional model, and the API usage freeze. And then lastly, also as a part of this pilot program, we're also offering the option to implement the ShoppingFriends capability really as a standalone version within the retailer's website. That's just an option in addition to working with the actual ShoppingFriends platform itself. So if there's any additional information, questions, I would be more than happy to hear from you. My contact information is below. Please note it. Like I said, at this point, this concludes our webinar, and I will transition it back to Paula for any questions that may have come up during the webinar, and we'll go through and provide responses to those questions.
Thank you, David Bullock, and thank you, David Osmond. That was a great presentation. We will now address some questions submitted by the audience. Our first question is, how hard is it to integrate this functionality? Is it a front-end code? Is it front-end code?
Yes. There's a couple scenarios here. For the simple, when David walked through the level 1 integration, that is primarily, or that is front-end code. It's very similar to how you integrate with Facebook. The level 2 integration requires a little more custom integration, and it can get down to the API layer, especially when you implement a functionality in the checkout process. But to get the basic level 1, to reiterate here, is pretty simple, very similar to what it takes to integrate with the like button for Facebook.
Excellent. Thank you, David. The second question is, how are the gifting opportunities initially set up?
Okay. So assuming that the integration has already taken place and the wish list button are there on the retailer's page, so that initially creates the ability for the customer to actually add items to their wish list. As a part of the ShoppingFriends registration, we also capture the gift-giving opportunities, one being like birthdays and major events, and then others are well known. There's holiday events like Father's Day, Valentine's Day, the typical gift-giving opportunities that exist. So ShoppingFriends is basically leveraging all that information to trigger these gift-giving opportunities.
Right, and just to add on to what David Bullock just said, the ShoppingFriends members will also have an opportunity to create custom gift-giving opportunities, such as a wedding or a baby shower that's coming up. They'll be able to do that in their ShoppingFriends accounts.
Yeah, good point, David.
Excellent. Thank you, gentlemen. The next question from one of our webinar attendees is the Shopping Friends Wish button meant to replace our current wish list functionality on our websites?
Yes. The short answer to that question is yes. The Shopping Friends wish list, it includes all of the core functionality of the standard wish list functionality that's there on most retailer sites, as well as added additional capabilities there. The thought here being, if you had both a Shopping Friends wish list and your own wish list, that would really create some confusion for the consumer to see two wish lists. So the thought would be to replace the current one with the Shopping Friends wish list.
Thank you, David. We have time for one last question, which is, what makes Shopping Friends different from a site like Pinterest?
Yeah, good question. So the main difference between Shopping Friends and Pinterest is Shopping Friends is really purely set in the shopping context, right? So when a consumer visits Shopping Friends, they are in a shopping mode. Pinterest, on the other hand, is really more for inspirations. You find a lot of things on Pinterest, recipes, pictures, and other things like that, where Shopping Friends is dedicated and focused around the consumer product and basically facilitating the actual shopping experience. As well as Shopping Friends also has the added capabilities around the gift-giving opportunities as well.
Excellent. Thank you, David, and again, thank you, David Bullock and David Osmond, for your presentation and answering these questions from the audience. And thank you all for joining us today. You will be receiving an email that will alert you to the on-demand status of today's event, so you can review any material you missed or simply want to go over it again. If you have any questions, please feel free to send an email to davidbullock@neoris.com. And on behalf of David Bullock, David Osmond, as well as the team at Neoris and Shopping Friends, my name is Paula Amador, and we wish you a good day. Thank you again for joining and taking the time to review the presentation. Goodbye.